Guys, the chicken is here. Bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, do I have to say anything else, or can you just see it on the screen? We did it! We did it! God damn it! We did it! We made it! The legendary one. Whoo! Was not without. It literally took six days. 25 and a half, 25.9, 25 and a quarter, 25 and a half, 25.9, 25 and a half, like, whoo, it was getting ready to check myself into that, that big room with the white sponges, which is essentially what I built here, but, that's kind of fitting, I guess, but, regardless, we did it, guys. We made it to the stupid legendary rank in the stupid game, and we're gonna break it down for you right here. So we got another chest, we got a legend chest. Look at that. We have we almost have enough to do our rocket upgrade, so we need just one more chest, I believe, and then we will be at the mark there. And I think that's gonna be worth doing because it's such a massive upgrade, so we'll see what happens there. But I don't know what to say, man. Strategy didn't change. Troops didn't change. The stars just aligned, and, you know, in my honest opinion, what I think happened was people have just moved up. So that wall is still there, but rather than it being at 25, it's more at, like, legendary 0.5. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be really hard to progress the legendary 1 now. It's probably going to be the same sort of events. So we'll show you some offensive replays. We'll do like one offense, one defense, and just kind of go over those. So here's my offensive replay. I think this is actually in yesterday's video, if I'm not mistaken. But I came down from the on this base. I looked at it and I figured obviously I'm gonna lose a few seconds with the troops walking up here versus I put them here and they're already attacking. But this was so well covered with splash and single target damage that I felt coming in from the left was going to be the easier option. You kind of have to look at these bases when you're attacking them. Like, you're not going to attack like these two sections. Like, these won't even come into play essentially if I come from the left side because the Gramps have so much range. Either way, like, all the stuff in the middle with the long range is going to. So just little things like that to keep in mind that do help a little bit. So I don't think I'm not sure if I actually won this or not, but okay, it looks like we did. So we took down the boom cannons, and then what did we do? We just flared on this engine, then flared on the next one, and that one went down fairly. It was close. It was close, but so that was our first attack of the streak, and now let's do this was this morning. This was just now. So this base, I was looking at it, and I knew I was gonna have to do a split drop to have a chance on the time. Because obviously I could wipe the base just coming at it from one angle, but I was looking up at the top here, and I noticed that there wasn't a ton of defenses here, and there especially wasn't a ton of defenses that could target the bombardiers, just other than the shock launcher. And I figured once I got into kind of this area anyways, that attack would slow down. And by the time I got there, I'd already have troops on the left side that were coming up. So I put Kavan on the bottom just because I wanted to kind of grow this bottom side with second wind as the top side was dying out. And that's basically exactly what happened. Was by the time that they met in the middle, I think there was a few bombers left, but I had so many second wind heavies that it was like I had a full attack by the time they were in the center, but I had already taken out that top side, so that just really helped out with time. You see right there, the heavies are already gone, but look at how many I'm able to regen down here, and then I just have bombers poking away. Yeah, that was the biggest thing on the top side, was just there wasn't a lot of stuff that was going to be able to target the bombers after the heavies went down. So even though that this attack is essentially done, you can see right here I'm able to flare my main kill squad into the center. And by then, we've already taken down engines. We had to the top. So we didn't really need to waste any time. We just kind of came up from the middle and then turned towards the other engine. So there was that attack. Now let's show a defense. This guy didn't actually get all of our engine rooms, which is surprising. he was using heavy rifle Zuka bomber, which is interesting. I haven't watched this just yet. Okay, so he's going heavies with Zukas, which is an interesting combo. He also put all of them down together, so he's going to be fighting those rockets. I'm not sure why he would do this, because he's going to be fighting all three of those rockets and that Doom Cannon the same way. I think you're better off taking my base down from the right, but it's lost both ways, so I mean, it's not... it's kind of up to what they're using and stuff, like their troops probably come more into play when what side of the base they attack from. He also has a lot of squishy troops. I got a ton of splash damage right here, so they're going to be melted pretty quickly. And you see they don't really do that much. I mean, like their main job is just to protect the bombers, and since they're unable to do that because he's using like Zukas and stuff, it doesn't really work out that well for him. So I think he actually gets one bomber in the clear, but then he retreats just because he knows that he lost on time and there wasn't really much point in continuing. So he just retreats at that point, which I appreciate because it got my next attack going a little bit faster. So then we'll go here. We'll go. We'll show a chicken attack. And yeah, so for this one, I noticed that all of the engines were basically like pretty quickly accessible from the right side. I wasn't gonna get a huge advantage on split. I'm doing a split drop, so I did throw them all down from the right on this base, and of course using a little bit of second wind. I brought in a boat of rifles off the ramp just to help with the mines. They didn't actually. I don't think they actually took out that many themselves, but a couple of them did, I guess. So that's basically the only time I'll use riflemen off the start, is if I really need troops. If I'm doing a split drop, or if there's a ton of mines, they can also work pretty well for that. But yeah, this one I was a little concerned with because we lost Kavan in the center, but at the same time we had already taken out most of the important defenses. So we're just kind of working our way across the base here. I'm just letting them do their thing. These guys at the bottom are just dying, but I was really surprised with this one, actually, that we won. So I got that engine, and then we had to flare the bombers all the way across, and then all the way back down. I originally flared onto the boom cannon, and then I thought we might as well just flare onto the engine. The boom cannon's only going to get a couple shots off before we take the engine down anyways, so that wasn't too big of a risk. And the other guy struggled against us there because that obviously wasn't a great attack, so we took that one. We took that one for sure, though. So let's now this one actually was very close. It came down to like 13 seconds. This one came down to engine room, so we got kind of lucky there because our time was very bad. Now this one I felt like we attacked it pretty cleanly. I'm not sure what else we could have done, but we'll speed it up a little bit here for you guys. So I dropped all the troops from the bottom. Now he went with a boom surprise for his prototype, which I felt like it was a mistake, rather than having the shock launcher or the rocket launcher unlocked, unless he got it from somewhere else. But I don't think that made any sense to use that, because I mean it got him like 2 heavies, which was kind of stupid. So I got my main kill squad going down the right hand side. They have a few Gramps behind them, so they're going to work through those line of defenses pretty quickly. I have a lot of Gramps on the top side coming down towards the left, and they're easily able to just pick off these singular defenses here and there while we're still making really good progress at the bottom. You see right here, we're about to come onto that boom cannon, and we're about to take down that engine room on the other side. And the mortar's also going to come into range, so it got a little scary right here. We needed that boom cannon gone yesterday, and I wasn't able to. I think flaring onto the engine room here was a bad idea. I probably should have just left. I probably should have let them just take out that sniper and that regular cannon. But I was just desperate to get it down so quickly. I don't think I was thinking properly. And I just made the decision as fast as we could. It only saved us a few seconds, so it actually didn't make a difference in the end. But we were able to win it. We were able to hold out. Oh, we were able to get to Legendary 1. Now the quest. If you thought that was frustrating, now we gotta get to Legendary 10 in 20 days. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. And by fun, I mean it's gonna be torturous. But stick around with Chicken, and we'll see. I still do want to finish on the top 500. It looks like everybody's in Legendary 2. I think that's on the leaderboard at least. Unfortunately. So we're not out of the picture. We're not way off just yet. We are still we're still on the Canadian leaderboard at least at number 89. Shout out to all these guys, but yeah, guys, we did it. Make sure to leave a like for the chicken getting to Legendary. Unfortunately, as you can see, I did have to pull all my hair out to get there, but yeah, let me know what you think that down below in the comment section. Let me know where you're at in Warships, if this is helpful, if this wasn't helpful. Let me know that. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one. Guys, chicken out. Back.